I want to give you one last warning. God is saying, I really need to speak with you right now. Please don't make me upset. God is telling you that you must stop ignoring this message. This is the last opportunity you're going to get. You need to open this message right away. You cannot afford to turn away from this right now. Scroll past it. Don't skip over it. There is a huge storm that's all around you, and God is speaking louder than all the winds that are blowing. This is not something I'm suggesting to you. This is your final warning that I'm giving you. Heaven has come into your day and interrupted it for a very important reason. This is something urgent. This is something holy. This is divine intervention happening right now. Right at this moment, I want you to stop doing everything you're doing and leave a comment that says, Amen. If you are ready to receive what is meant for you and what's been prepared for you, this is God speaking directly into the middle of all your confusion, all your stress, all your mess, and all your silence. You've been praying to me. You've been hurting and desperately wanting answers. You've been waking up feeling tired even though you actually slept through the night. You've been trying your best to hold on to everything, but deep down inside, something is breaking apart. And God is not ignoring what's happening to you. He has seen everything that they did to you. He has heard all the things that they said about you. He knows about the heavy weight sitting on your chest. That's exactly why he's raising his voice right now. Not because he wants to harm you, but because he wants to wake you up before it becomes too late, like a father who is calling his child back from standing at the edge. This is a holy interruption that you didn't even know you needed in your life. Listen very closely to what I'm about to say. You've been warned about things before, haven't you? There were little signs showing up, small nudges trying to get your attention, quiet whispers speaking to you. That uneasy feeling that came over you when you were about to make a certain choice, those moments that didn't make any sense to you then, but they make perfect sense to you now. You weren't just being paranoid about things. You weren't just being too emotional. That was me speaking to you. That was God trying to reach you. And now, I'm not whispering to you anymore. This is my voice thundering straight into your spirit and saying, enough is enough. Stop running away from me. Stop pretending that you didn't hear me calling you. I'm not angry at you because you're weak or broken. I'm angry because you keep choosing the things that are destroying you. If you've been waiting around for a sign to appear, this is that sign. If you've been asking, God, is this really you speaking? Yes, it is me. And this is your very last chance before you completely miss what I've been preparing for you behind the curtain of all your chaos. Leave a comment with the number 111 if you believe that this is not just a coincidence. You've been delaying your obedience to me, haven't you? You said maybe later to the very thing that I asked you to surrender to me. That relationship you're holding onto, that habit you can't break, that secret sin you're hiding, that lie you keep telling yourself that you're okay when you're barely holding it together inside. I gave you plenty of time. I gave you so much grace, but now my spirit is grieving deep inside because I can see what's coming toward you if you don't let go of these things. I can see what's hiding behind that door that you keep forcing open. And I love you way too much to just stay silent about it. You keep wondering why the blessing hasn't come into your life yet, why the breakthrough feels like it's stuck and not moving, why every single door slams shut right in your face. You think that I've forgotten all about you, but what you don't see is that I'm actually the one standing right in front of those doors. I've been blocking the wrong ones from opening because you refuse to let go of what's killing your spirit slowly. I've been holding back the blessing until your heart was finally ready and prepared not to idolize it and worship it, because I will not give you a miracle that you'll end up worshiping more than you worship me. Yes, I am a God of mercy and compassion. Yes, I am patient and long-suffering, but I am also holy and righteous, and I will not sit back and watch while you trade my presence for popularity and fame. I will not stay quiet and silent while you walk straight into the arms of destruction and death. I didn't create you just to survive on tiny crumbs. I created you to stand right in my presence and feast on the truth. But you keep feeding yourself on lies and then wondering why you're starving inside. This is not punishment that I'm bringing on you. This is protection that I'm offering you. I'm warning you right now because I still have incredible plans for your future. Because the enemy has been sharpening his attack against you, and you've grown completely numb to the danger that's approaching. You've normalized dysfunction in your life. You've made excuses for your rebellion against me. You've mistaken comfort for real peace. But peace isn't found in places where I never sent you to be. You've built your entire life around things that won't survive when the fire comes. And I'm telling you right now, the fire is definitely coming. But you don't have to be burned by it. Leave a comment with the number 2 if you trust me enough to let go of these things. You've been marked and chosen for so much more than this. You've been specially chosen by me. That's exactly why the warfare has been so intense in your life. That's exactly why the attacks have felt so personal against you. That's exactly why you've felt out of place everywhere you go, because you really are out of place there. You don't belong in the darkness anymore. I pulled you out of it for a very specific reason. I didn't bring you this far along just to lose you now at this point. But you've got to make a choice for yourself. I can't bless both versions of who you are. I can't pour fresh oil on an altar that you refuse to clean and prepare. You've been waiting on me to move, but I've been waiting on your complete surrender. I've been calling out to you in the middle of the night when no one else is around. I've been blocking what you thought was good for you because I can see what you can't see yet. I've been holding back the flood so that you wouldn't drown under the water. But the dam is breaking apart, and this is your very last moment to return to me before the waters rise up. My precious child, you are not forgotten by me. You are not disqualified from my purposes. But you are in serious danger if you keep playing around with the very thing that I told you to completely destroy. This isn't just a game we're playing. This isn't a drill or practice run. Hell is a real place. Eternity is real and goes on forever. And your choices actually matter and have consequences. I didn't bleed on that cross for you just so you could live in chains and bondage. I didn't rise from the grave so that you could stay buried in your shame. The world may have overlooked you and passed you by, but I never did that. I saw you when you cried all alone with no one around. I heard all the prayers that you whispered into your pillow at night. I held you close when no one else knew how to love you properly, and I still want you in my life, but I want all of you, not just pieces, not just the parts that you're proud of showing. I want your brokenness and your wounds. I want your questions and your doubts. I want your pain. Bring it all to me without holding back. I can handle every bit of it. I'm God Almighty. But don't confuse my kindness and patience with permission to keep sinning. Don't take my silence as approval of what you're doing. I've been warning you in love this whole time, but now my voice is shaking the earth beneath you. You've asked me for a miracle to happen, but what I really need from you is your obedience. You want favor and blessings, but I want your faithfulness to me. You're praying for doors to open up for you, but I'm waiting for you to close the ones that I never touched or opened in the first place. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual that's been discovered? A stunning leak from the CIA has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual that is now allowing regular, everyday people to clear all their debt and invite unstoppable wealth into their lives. This method is supported by 4 different neuroscience laboratories, and this easy-at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles for people. New homes, new vehicles, dream vacations. It's all becoming possible for regular people. But the government might pull this secret down any minute now. Click on the link that's in the description and in the comments section before it gets deleted forever. You are not cursed by anyone. You are not too far gone to be saved. But this is your very last chance to choose life over comfort, to choose holiness over popularity, to choose my presence over getting people's approval. I will not compete with the idols in your life. I will not share space with what is unclean and unholy, Purify your heart and come back to me. And yes, if this word is reaching deep into your heart right now, if you feel like I'm talking straight into your soul at this very moment, it's because I actually am doing that. This is not just some random coincidence that's scrolling across your screen right now. This is something holy, something sacred, something personal just for you. And if it moved your heart, if it reached deep inside you, I want you to go ahead and like this video. Not because I need you to do it for me, but because it tells me that you're actually listening to what I'm saying. There are blessings that I've been storing up for you. There are answers to prayers that you cried out years and years ago. You thought that I said no to you, but really I was saying not yet, and that yet is happening right now. But you cannot receive them while you're still carrying what you're holding on to. I will not pour fresh oil into a vessel that's filled with poison. You want to move forward in your life, but you're still clinging tightly to what I already told you to leave behind you. You keep praying to me for peace, but you're sleeping right next to chaos every night. You keep asking me for light, but you won't let go of what's rooted deep in darkness. You keep asking why things feel blocked in your life, but I am actually the one who is blocking them. Not because I don't love you deeply, but because I do love you. I'm keeping you from crashing into what would completely wreck your soul and destroy you, but I can't keep holding it back forever and ever. At some point very soon, you have to choose to come out from among what's not meant for your life. Leave a comment with 333 if you declare your faith over your fear right now. Don't forget who I really am. I am not the God of confusion and chaos. I am not the God of half promises or broken dreams that don't come true. I am the God who splits seas wide open, who shuts the mouths of lions so they can't bite, who walks right into fiery furnaces with you and brings you out without even the smell of smoke on your clothes. I am the God who calls dead things back to life again, and I have not changed one bit. My power hasn't faded away over time. My love hasn't gotten any weaker, but you must stop insulting my grace with all your excuses. I know that you're tired and exhausted. I know that you feel like giving up completely. I know that you've been through betrayal, terrible heartbreak, devastating loss, crushing disappointment. I watched every single tear fall from your eyes. I counted each one of them. I caught them all. I stayed close to you when you felt completely abandoned by everyone. You didn't know that I was right there with you, but I was. When you screamed out in the dark and no one heard you crying, I did hear you. When you almost let go of everything, my hand was holding you up. That's exactly why you're still here breathing. This isn't just about you and your life alone. The enemy isn't attacking you because of where you are right now. He's attacking you because of where I'm taking you in the future. There is destiny written on your life. There is purpose flowing in your blood. There is anointing written in your story, and that really scares hell itself. But it won't be enough for you to just survive the battle you're in. You need to obey my voice. You need to align yourself with me. You need to cleanse your heart completely and come back into covenant relationship with me. You've let way too many voices into your life lately. People who don't even walk with me are sitting there giving you advice about how to follow me. That's dangerous and harmful. That's exactly why you're feeling so confused. You've replaced my voice with their opinions about things. You've filled your ears with so much noise, but then you wonder why you can't hear me speaking anymore. Be still and quiet. Shut the door to distractions. Turn off all the distractions around you. Get back to the secret place where we used to meet. That's where I'll meet you again. Leave a comment with 555 if you're willing to return to the place where you left me behind. You keep saying over and over, I don't feel God anymore in my life. But your feelings are not the same as facts and truth. I am not absent just because you feel alone. I am not gone just because your prayers feel empty to you. I am constant and never changing. I am near to the broken-hearted and crushed in spirit. I am faithful even when you are not faithful to me, but I will not force intimacy with you. I will not drag you kicking and screaming into my presence. You have to want me for yourself. You have to seek after me. You have to hunger again for what the world can never feed your soul. I've let some things break apart in your life just to get your attention back. I allowed certain doors to close shut, not to punish you for anything, but to protect you from dangerous detours. You think it was rejection from people, but it was actually redirection from me. You think it was devastating loss, but it was really alignment for your future. I'm removing what can't go with you into the next season. I'm stripping away what's draining all your energy because the next season that's coming requires a much lighter load to carry. You are not being buried in the ground. You are being planted like a seed, but you have to stay rooted deeply. You have to water your faith with obedience to my word. I cannot grow what you won't surrender to me. Stop picking back up what I clearly told you to lay down and leave. Stop resurrecting dead things and calling them hope for your future. Some things I allowed to die so that real life could finally begin growing in you. Yes, you made mistakes along the way. Yes, you strayed away from me. But you are not disqualified from my purposes. I still call you chosen and mine. I still call you my beloved child, but the path forward from here is narrow, and it requires real sacrifice from you. You cannot serve two masters at the same time. You cannot walk in the light and cling to darkness with your other hand. Choose this day who you will serve with your life. My arms are wide open for you, but my heart aches deeply for you to finally come home for real this time. Not halfway committed, not just when it's convenient for you, not just on Sundays at church, but fully and completely and unapologetically mine in every way. Leave a comment with 1212 if you're ready to let go of all the things that no longer serve God's purpose in your life. I know that some of you are wondering right now, but God, how can I possibly fix all the things that I've messed up so badly? Hear me very clearly now. You don't fix it on your own. I do the fixing. I'm not asking you to clean up your entire life before coming to me. I'm asking you to come to me right now, and I will clean what you can't clean yourself. You keep trying so hard to earn your way into my love for you. But my love was never for sale to anyone. It was given to you freely without cost. All I want from you is your heart. Not your perfect performance, not your perfection in everything, just your heart open to me. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second ritual from the CAA? A brainwave ritual that was leaked from the CAA is changing lives all across the globe right now. Proven by neuroscience research, this 7-second method is helping regular, everyday people attract money, freedom, and luxury into their lives. If you're seeing this message right now, you're very lucky to see it. The page might disappear at any moment. Click on the link in the description and comments section to know this secret before it's deleted forever. But I will not compete with your idols for attention. I will not wait behind your busy schedule. I will not beg for a place in your life when I should be the center of everything in it. I am the God who gave you breathe in your lungs. I am the God who kept you alive when death came very close to you. I am the God who shielded you from things you never even saw coming at you. And now I am the God who is asking you one last time to turn back to me before it's too late. I've warned you through your dreams at night. I've tugged on your heart during worship times. I've whispered to you through scriptures that you didn't expect to hit so deep inside you. And now I'm raising my voice louder because you've grown numb to all the whispers. I won't keep yelling at you forever. I won't keep repeating myself over and over. This is your moment right now. Choose me over everything else. Choose real life. Choose the narrow road that leads to eternal joy instead of temporary satisfaction that fades. You've cried out loud for breakthrough in your life. You've asked for favor to come, and I've been waiting to release it to you. But it comes with a cost attached. Not a cost of money or possessions, not a cost of religious works, but the cost of surrender, the cost of letting go of control, the cost of trusting me even when you don't see the full picture ahead. That's what faith really is. That's what obedience looks like, and that's what I bless and honor. You've gone completely numb inside. You've stopped expecting anything better to happen. You told yourself over and over, this is just how life is for me. But no, it's really not. That's not the life that I planned for you from the beginning. That's not what I spoke over you before you were even born into this world. You've settled for less because pain wore you down over time. You've stopped praying to me because disappointment made you bitter and angry. But child of mine, I'm still here with you. I've never left your side. Even when you walked away from me, my eyes never turned away from you. You need to hear this truth. I am not done with you yet. You haven't missed your opportunity. You haven't lost everything that matters. There is still something sacred buried under all the noise and rubble of your life. And I'm coming after it with everything. I'm coming after the part of you that still believes even if it's buried under mountains of fear. I'm coming after your purpose, your peace, your voice, your true identity. I will not let the enemy have the final say over your life story. Leave a comment with 777 if you know deep down that God is still fighting for you. You think that you're too far gone to be saved. No, you're not. You think that you've fallen too deep into sin. Never too deep for me. I go deeper than any pit. My mercy reaches into places you can't even name or describe. You think your mess disqualifies you from my love. Listen to me carefully. I specialize in broken things and broken people. I use what the world throws away as worthless. I heal what others avoid and run from. And right now, I'm standing in your storm calling your name again and again. But this time it's different from before. This is not just a gentle nudge to get your attention. This is a rescue mission to save your life. This is a command from heaven. Stop playing around with darkness. Stop dancing on the edge of danger. Stop treating sin like it's something casual and harmless. It's not harmless at all. It's deadly and destructive. It's stealing your joy away. It's draining your purpose slowly. It's hardening your heart bit by bit. And the more you justify it in your mind, the more you're pushing me out of the places where I want to bring healing. I gave you the gift of conviction, not to shame you and make you feel bad, but to save your life. But you've silenced that conviction. You called it guilt and condemnation. You called it legalism and rules. No, it's me speaking. It's my spirit crying out deep in you, saying, turn around now. Come back to me. You don't need to clean up first before coming. You need to just stop running away. Just collapse into my arms right now. I'm not asking for your perfection in everything. I'm asking for your surrender and your yes. You've seen what happens when you try to do this life without me. You've tasted what the world offers and found it completely empty. You've chased validation from people and ended up feeling lonelier than before. You tried to prove yourself to people who never really saw you for who you are. And now your soul is completely exhausted, but I can restore what they broke in you. I can rebuild what you lost along the way, but you've got to let me in fully and completely. Leave a comment with 999 if you believe that God is not finished with your story yet. I didn't send this word to scare you into obedience, but to spare you from destruction. The enemy has been circling around you. He's been trying to wear you down in secret ways. He's been planting lies in your mind, saying to you, God's done with you now. You're too broken to be fixed. You'll never be free from this. But I'm here to expose those lies as false and remind you of who you really are. You are mine completely. You are still chosen by me, and no mistake you've made, no wound you carry, no storm you've walked through can change that truth. But don't test my grace and patience. Don't play around with this moment I'm giving you. I've placed this warning in your path because something is coming toward you that you're not ready for without me by your side. I can see the road ahead clearly. You don't see it yet, and I'm telling you right now, turn around immediately. Change your course and direction. Disconnect from what's draining your life. Separate yourself from what's sinful and destructive. Come out of what's confusing your mind and walk in what's holy and pure. I don't care how long it's been since you walked with me. I don't care what they said about you being too far gone. I'm still calling your name. You're not disqualified from my purposes, but you are in real danger if you stay where you are right now. The ground is shaking beneath you because I'm breaking generational cycles, but you must move with me in this. You must obey right now. Partial obedience is still disobedience in my eyes. Delayed obedience is still disobedience, and I won't force what you must choose freely for yourself. Leave a comment with the number 1 if you're ready to trust God fully this time around. You've seen me work miracles before in your life. You've seen my faithfulness over and over. Remember that time when you almost gave up on everything, but peace came out of nowhere. That was me working. Remember when the money showed up just in time to pay the bills. That was me providing. Remember when you were about to fall apart completely, and somehow you made it through the night. That was me holding you. I'm still that same God who did those things. I haven't changed at all, but I'm calling you deeper now than before. No more living in between two worlds. No more halfway surrender where you keep one foot in each world. I want all of you completely, and I'm not asking because I need you to prove yourself worthy. I'm asking because your full surrender is what unlocks what's next for you. The healing you've been crying for every night. The clarity you've been begging me to give you. The restoration, the peace, the break. Through your need, it's all tied directly to your obedience to my voice. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out all your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance and wealth? A shocking leak from the CA has just revealed a 7-second ritual that is now helping ordinary, everyday people clear all their debt and attract unlimited wealth into their lives. This method has been verified by 4 top neuroscience laboratories, and this easy-at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles for real people. New homes, new cars, dream vacations, it's all happening for real people right now, but the government might pull this secret down any minute. Click on the link in the description and comments section before it's deleted forever and you miss it. You keep asking for me to show you more of myself, but more of me in your life requires less of. World, you can't carry old chains with you into new seasons. You can't walk in freedom while flirting with the very things that kept you bound up. It's time to make a choice. It's time to clean house completely. It's time to break unhealthy soul ties, cancel out compromise, and walk into the purpose that's been waiting on the other side of your yes to me. I didn't give up on you when you gave up on yourself. I didn't walk away when you walked away from me. I covered you and protected you when you ran from me. I protected you when you rebelled against me. I've been patient and long, suffering, but I won't stay silent forever about this. This is not about fear and intimidation. This is about truth that saves, truth that will save you, heal you completely, and set you free finally. But it all begins with surrender to me. This is your final warning from heaven, not because I want to scare you into submission, but because I don't want you to miss what's coming next for you. You've already survived so much pain and hardship. Don't let all that pain go to waste now. Don't let what you've endured be in vain and meaningless. Use it for something good. Let me redeem it all. Let me write beauty out of the ashes of your life, but it all starts with trust in me. If this message is piercing your heart right now, it's because I'm the one piercing it intentionally, not to hurt you or harm you, but to wake you up. I love you way too much to let you stay where you are right now, and I'm calling you out not to shame you publicly, but to lift you up higher. There is more available for you, and the time to return to me is right now. I'm not a God who forgets his promises. I remember what I promised you years ago. I haven't forgotten the prayers that you prayed in your pain. I haven't ignored the moments when you stayed faithful even when everything fell apart around you. But now I need you to do something for me in return. Let go of things. Let go of what I didn't give you in the first place. Let go of what I clearly told you to release from your grip. You've carried it long enough now. You've worshipped around it, prayed with it nearby, walked beside it. But I never called it holy or blessed. It's time to drop it now. You're standing at a spiritual crossroads right now, and your next move really matters. If you turn toward me with your whole heart, I will restore everything, rebuild what's broken, and renew your strength. If you keep walking the other way away from me, you will lose what you didn't even know you had in the first place, peace that passes understanding, clarity of mind and purpose, protection from evil. I've been your shield, protecting you, but you've been walking out from under my covering one step at a time. That's exactly why things have felt so much heavier lately. That's exactly why the attacks have gotten so much louder and more intense. Because you're getting further and further from the one who was holding the weight for you this whole time. Leave a comment with 1515 if you believe that God still has so much more for you. You can't ask me for favor and then reject faith. You can't ask me for purpose while holding tightly on to pride. You keep saying to me, God, just show me the way forward. But when I do show you clearly, you hesitate and pull back because the way that I show you often looks like sacrifice and cost. Obedience to me isn't always pretty or attractive. It's not always easy or comfortable, but it's always worth it in the end. And I only ask for it when something better is waiting on the other side. Some of you are afraid that walking away from certain things will leave you with nothing at all. You're afraid that if you release that relationship, that job, that lifestyle you're living, you'll be completely empty. But I never take something without giving back something better. I never prune branches unless I plan to grow something stronger in its place. And sometimes the most painful separation is actually my protection working for you. You're trying to keep something alive that's been dead for many seasons now. You're dragging it with you everywhere, hoping it will come back to life somehow, but I'm not in it anymore at all. I've moved on to something new, and you need to move on too. You don't need more time to think about this decision. You've already heard my voice clearly. You know exactly what needs to end in your life. You know what needs to begin, but you keep waiting for it to feel easier to do. It won't feel easier. Following what God says is not always easy or comfortable, but it is the thing that will open up all the doors you have been waiting to walk through. Leave a comment with 1717 if you are ready to leave behind the things that have been stopping you from moving forward. You are not losing your mind when you feel like something has been wrong. You are not making up the spiritual battles you have been facing. The shaking and stirring you feel deep inside your spirit is completely real. It is me doing this. I am shaking up the areas where you have become too comfortable with living in ways that do not match what I want for you. I am stirring things up because something fresh and new needs to start growing in your life. But nothing new can grow if the ground is still filled with all the bad things you have refused to get rid of. This moment right now is not a small or unimportant moment. What you choose to do after hearing this message will decide what happens in the next season of your life. I am not saying this to make you afraid, but to help you understand just how close you are standing to the edge of real change. You have been waiting for years and years to feel this kind of clear direction. Do not let it pass you by. Do not ignore it or push it aside. This is me speaking to you. The same God who spoke through a bush that was on fire, who split the Red Sea right down the middle, who brought dead people back to life, is speaking directly to you right at this moment. And I am not coming to you with casual conversation or small talk. I am coming with a final and urgent call. The path I have planned for you will not be easy or simple, but it will be filled with meaning and purpose. It will not make you popular with everyone, but you will be kept safe and protected. It might feel lonely at times, but it will be blessed and anointed by me. I never made you a promise that everything would be easy. What I promised is that I would be with you every step of the way, and I am keeping that promise. Through every storm you face, through every period of silence, through every moment of fear, I have never walked away from you. Do not believe the lie that keeps telling you I am disappointed in who you are. If I did not love you deeply, I would not bother speaking to you. I would not give you warnings. I would not beg you to come back. But I do all these things, so I am doing them right now. When I discipline you, it is not me rejecting you. It is proof that you still belong to me. I correct and guide the ones I love. I shake off everything that needs to fall away. And right now in this moment, I am shaking off everything that cannot stay with you any longer in this next season. You have been begging me for breakthrough moments. You have been crying out for me to speak clearly to you. I am doing both of those things right now in this very moment. But I will not keep saying the same thing over and over again. This is the season where you need to respond, you need to move, you need to take action, you need to obey what I am telling you. Not tomorrow, not sometime next year, but right now. Leave a comment saying amen if you are saying yes to God in this moment. Is it really possible that a leaked brainwave ritual from the CIA could be the fastest way to suddenly live a life of luxury and wealth? Research that was recently released from the CIA has just revealed a shocking brainwave technique that is letting regular, everyday people attract huge amounts of wealth almost immediately. This 7-second ritual you can do at home that has been proven by 4 different neuroscience laboratories is transforming people from being in debt to living in their dream houses, driving expensive cars, and taking luxury vacations. If you are reading this right now, you should consider yourself lucky because this page could be taken down at any time. Click the link that is in the description and in the comments to unlock this secret before it disappears forever. You have been distracted and pulled in too many directions for too long now. You have been pulled in every single direction except the one specific direction I have marked out for you to walk in. Every time you scroll on your phone, every comparison you make, every opinion you listen to, every fear you entertain, all of it has just been noise and distraction. And now I am silencing all that noise one truth at a time so you can finally hear my voice clearly again without all the interference. You have been asking me for a sign to show you what to do. This message right here is that sign. You do not need another confirmation or another piece of evidence. What you need is courage to act on what you already know. If only you could see and understand what I have been holding in my hand for you all this time. If only you could see the blessing that has been sitting here waiting for you to obey me. You would let go of everything holding you back so fast. You would come running back to me with tears streaming down your face. But that is what faith really is, to move forward without seeing everything laid out in front of you, to trust me without having physical proof, to obey what I tell you without having all the details and answers figured out. I do not need you to bring me your plans. What I need is your permission to take over. Let me take control. Let me lead you. Let me do what only I can do in your life. You have tried doing things your own way. You have been carrying everything alone on your own shoulders, and just look at how tired and exhausted you are from doing that. Now it is time to try doing things my way instead. My burden is light and easy to carry. My yoke fits comfortably. Come back to me. Not with hesitation or uncertainty, not with conditions or requirements, but with your whole entire heart. You are not too late. You are not broken or damaged. You are right on time for redemption and restoration. The enemy was hoping you would ignore this message. He was hoping you would just scroll past it, laugh it off, or get distracted by something else. But here you are, still reading these words, still listening, still breathing and alive. That means there is still time for you, but please do not waste it. Your mouth speaks words about having faith, but the decisions you actually make are being led by fear. You post scriptures on social media, but you are hiding sins in secret places. You tell other people they should pray, but you have not talked to me with a real and honest heart in weeks. And I am saying this not to make you feel ashamed, but to pull you back into living in truth. Because pretending and putting on a fake image will not save you. Trying to look good on the outside will not cover what is happening on the inside. Only true repentance, only real surrender, only having an actual relationship with me can save and protect you. I have been patient with you, have I not? I have let you walk down your own path. I did not rip away the blessings when you started drifting away from me. I did not expose your rebellion when you were playing around with sin. But do not make the mistake of thinking my patience means I am giving you permission to keep living this way. I held back my judgment not because you deserved me to hold back, but because I was waiting and hoping you would wake up, realize what you were doing, but the time for ignoring what I am saying has come to an end. I am sounding the alarm again, and this will not be repeated after this. Leave a comment with 333 if you are done pretending and you are ready to return to me fully and completely. You keep asking me to show you what comes next in your life, but you have not honored or followed through on what I already told you to do. You want me to give you new revelation and insight, but you are ignoring the last instruction I gave you. I told you to walk away from that sin you keep going back to. I told you to cut ties with that person or influence that is pulling you away from me. I warned you about this in your dreams. I stirred your heart when you were in worship. You cried during that sermon, not because the speaker was especially powerful, but because my spirit was confronting you and speaking to you through what was being said. And still you walked out of that place and went right back to the very thing that was killing you slowly. You have been calling it a struggle or a battle, but I am calling it what it really is, which is a choice. You are not stuck in bondage because you cannot be set free. You are stuck because you have refused to fight for your freedom. And I want you to be free. I want you to be whole and complete. I want you walking confidently in your calling and purpose, not crawling around in compromise and half measures. You do not have to keep living in the same cycles over and over. You do not have to keep apologizing for the same exact sins again and again. You can be completely free, but it is going to take more than just confession. It is going to take full surrender. And if you are sitting there wondering whether this word is meant for you specifically, it absolutely is. If your heart is racing right now as you read this, it is because I am talking directly to you, not to the person you were yesterday, not to the version of yourself that other people think they know. I am speaking to the deepest part of you, the part that still longs for me and wants me even after all the mistakes you have made. Leave a comment with 111 if your heart knows deep down that this is the voice of God calling you to come back home. You are not defined by your past anymore. You are not defined by your failures and mistakes. But as long as you keep hiding behind them and using them as excuses, they will continue to control your life. I did not die on that cross for you so you could walk around in shame. I did not bleed so you could carry guilt around with you like it is a badge you have to wear. I gave up everything to give you a completely new name and identity. You are redeemed, you are washed clean, you are set apart for my purposes, but you have to walk in that truth every single day. You have to choose to believe it and live it. Stop looking around for signs to validate what you already know deep inside. Stop asking for more confirmation when the conviction in your heart is already loud and clear. You do not need to hear another prophetic word from someone. What you need is a private moment of surrender between you and me. You do not need more noise and more voices. What you need is stillness and quiet. Get down on your knees. Open your Bible and read my words. Turn off all the distractions around you. Come back to me the way you used to when no one else was watching. I miss that version of you so much. The version who did not care who was around or watching. The version who worshipped me even when you were in pain and everything was falling apart. And do not tell me you do not know how to come back to me. You know exactly how. Just start talking to me. Just open your mouth and be completely honest with me. Tell me where it hurts and what is causing you pain. Tell me why you ran away from me. Tell me what scared you so badly. Tell me what made you feel like I was not enough for you. I can handle all your doubt. I can handle all your brokenness and mess. What I want is your heart. I never asked you for perfection. I only asked for devotion and loyalty. Leave a comment with 222 if you are ready to give me your whole heart, not just the pieces you think are clean and presentable. You have been marked and chosen for something special. That is exactly why the enemy has been so loud in your life. That is why certain people suddenly turned on you. That is why some doors slammed shut right in your face. That is why you have never quite fit in anywhere. It is because I did not design you to blend in with everyone else. I set you apart from the crowd. I stamped my purpose on your life before the world even gave you a name. And no matter what you have done or how far you think you have fallen, that mark has not faded away. But having a calling comes with a cost that you need to understand. When you have favor, it attracts spiritual warfare. And I never said any of this would be easy or comfortable. What I promised is that I would be with you through every single moment of it, that I would carry you when you could not stand on your own, that I would whisper peace into your heart when the world around you was roaring with fear, and I have done that every single time, even when you blamed me for things, even when you thought I had abandoned you and left you alone. I never actually left you aside. Now I am asking you a question. Will you return the love that I have always been giving you? Will you stop cheating yourself out of your own destiny by clinging to things I have already called you to leave behind? Will you stop hiding behind excuses and stand up in the truth of who you really are? I have placed a fire inside of you, but it has been smothered and covered up by compromise. It is time to fan that fire into a flame again. It is time for you to come alive again. Is it really actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked study that is backed by the CIA uncovers a 7-second money ritual that is changing people's lives right now in this moment. It has been endorsed by 4 different neuroscience laboratories, and it reprograms your brain to attract money like you are a magnet. People who were once completely broke are now living their absolute dream lives with luxury homes, brand new vehicles, and exotic travel to amazing places. But this secret information will not stay online for very long. Click the link in the description and in the comments right now to access it before it gets permanently deleted forever. You are still mine. You are still chosen by me. But this is your final warning. I am not saying this out of anger. I am saying it out of love and out of urgency. Time is moving forward, and you cannot afford to delay any longer. You have got one life to live, one chance to get this right, and you were never created to just exist and go through the motions. You were born to walk in power, in holiness, in purpose, with my presence guiding you every single step of the way. You have been asking me to bless things that I never even started in the first place. You have been asking for favor on decisions that were made outside of my will, and now the consequences of those choices are starting to surface. But even in the middle of all that, I am still being merciful to you. I am allowing you to see the truth while there is still time left to turn around. I am not punishing you. What I am doing is preserving you and protecting you. I am trying to stop you from going even deeper into destruction. That is why certain doors are closing in your life right now. That is why certain people are walking away. That is why the silence around you feels louder than it has ever felt before. It is because I am giving you space and room to hear me clearly without all the noise. I have whispered to you. I have warned you. Now I am shaking things because what is coming next requires your full and complete attention. No more divided loyalty where part of you is with me and part of you is somewhere else. No more part-time obedience where you follow me when it is convenient. I need your whole heart, not just your Sunday prayers when you come to church, not just your crisis worship when everything falls apart and you suddenly need me. I want your everyday life, your decisions, your habits, your thoughts, your future, all of it. Leave a comment saying amen if you can feel God pulling you closer through this message. Do not confuse the season you are currently in with the end of your entire story. You have been in the darkness for so long that you started to believe it was going to be permanent and never end. But child, just because it is dark does not mean I have gone anywhere or abandoned you. Sometimes I hide you in the darkness, not to punish you or hurt you, but to prepare you for what is coming. I have been working in the silence, doing deep work, working on your heart, bringing healing, breaking things off of you that you did not even realize were clinging to your soul and holding you back. And now the light is starting to break through the darkness. That is why the pressure feels so intense right now. The closer you get to your breakthrough moment, the heavier the resistance becomes, but do not give up right here at this point. Do not fall back into the same old cycle now after coming this far. You have come too far already. You have cried too many tears to quit right now when you are so close. I did not carry you through everything you have been through just for you to fall back into the very things that almost killed you before. Leave a comment with 1010 if you are choosing growth over comfort. You have been chosen for something special, but you have also been distracted from it. You have been trying so hard to please people that I never assigned to your life in the first place. You have given your time and energy to voices that drown out my voice, and it has been costing you more than you realize. It has been draining your peace, stealing your fire, dimming the light inside of you. That is exactly why I am removing things and people from your life that you would not remove yourself. I am protecting you from things you could not see or understand. You called it loss, but I am calling it mercy and protection. Do you trust me enough to let me take things away from you before they completely destroy you? Do you trust me when I tell you no, even when you do not understand why? Do you trust me when I close a door and all you can hear is silence? Because that is what real faith actually is. Real faith is not trusting me only when things are going your way. Real faith is trusting me when nothing makes any sense at all. There are some things I am about to release into your life, but they come with certain conditions, not conditions that are based on your performance or how good you are, but conditions based on your positioning and where your heart is. I cannot pour out blessing into a heart that is still filled with rebellion. I cannot promote someone who refuses to be purified and cleaned up. I am not holding things back because you are unworthy. I am holding back because I am holy, and I will not bless what is still bound to sin. You have said to me, God, I want you to use me for great things, but then you ran away from the refining process. You asked me for oil and anointing, but you did not want to go through the crushing that produces it. You wanted purpose, but you avoided the process that prepares you for it. But it is the process that actually prepares you for what it ahead. It is the fire that makes you useful for my purposes. It is the breaking that brings forth the anointing and power, and you are being prepared even in the silence when you cannot hear anything. Leave a comment with 555 if you are ready to be shaped and molded even when it hurts. I have seen all the moments when you almost turned back and gave up. I have watched you go silent when things did not go the way you planned, but I did not stop calling out to you. I did not walk away from you. My grace is not fragile or weak. My presence does not leave when your emotions shift around. I stay. I remain right here with you, and I still choose you even when you do not choose me. But now I need you to really understand the weight and importance of this moment you are in. You have been distracted for too long now. You have been spiritually sleepy, content with just barely surviving. But I did not create you to barely make it through life. I did not anoint you so you could blend in with everyone else. There is a roar inside of you that has been silenced by sin, shame, and delay. But today, right now, I am calling it out. I am reviving what you let die inside of you. I am restoring what you handed over too soon. The enemy is absolutely terrified of who you are becoming. That is exactly why the attacks against you have gotten more personal. That is why the loneliness has felt unbearable. But listen to me carefully. I have not left you alone. I am walking with you through this wilderness, not to punish you, but to prepare you for the promise that is coming. The wilderness does not mean I am absent. It means this is preparation time. Do not give up in the middle of the process. Do not harden your heart right now. Do not go back to the things I already delivered you from. This is your moment to step out of the old life and into the new life. I am not looking for perfect vessels who have it all together. I am looking for willing vessels. I am looking for hearts that are surrendered to me. I am looking for those who will say yes to me even when it costs them something. And make no mistake about it, saying yes will cost you something. Obedience will cost you popularity with certain people. Surrender will cost you comfort and ease. Holiness will cost you compromise. But what you gain in return will be far greater than anything you give up. I am not asking you to let things go just for the sake of letting go. I am asking you to clear space and make room because I am about to pour something completely new into your life. Have you heard about the top secret ritual that the government wants to keep hidden from the public? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear away all your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly without you having to do anything. A leaked report from the CIA and 4 leading neuroscience laboratories confirm that this is not a myth or made-up story. Families who were struggling are now moving into their dream homes with total peace of mind, but the government might pull this secret information down any minute. Click the link that is in the description and in the comments before it gets deleted forever. This is your moment to say no more. No more hiding from the truth. No more going back and forth. No more halfway faith where you are only partially committed. You were not created to live in the shadows. You were created to walk in my light. And I did not bring you through every valley you have walked through every dark night you have survived, just to watch you settle for something in middle. There is so much more ahead for you, but only if you choose me fully and completely. You do not need more chances. You have already had plenty of chances. You do not need another sign to confirm what you should do. This message right here is that sign. My spirit is pressing on your heart. Right now in this moment, I am stirring something deep in your soul because this moment is divine and appointed. It is not just another ordinary day. This is a crossing point, a shift, and what happens next is completely up to you and the choice you make. Leave a comment with 1212 if you know deep down that this is a turning point in your life. I see what you are afraid to admit out loud. You are scared of letting go of things. You are scared that if you obey what I am telling you, you will lose everything you have been holding on to. But you do not realize what you are actually losing by continuing to hold on. You are trading my peace for pressure and stress. You are trading my presence for pain. You are choosing to stay in control, but it is costing you clarity and direction. I never asked you to figure everything out on your own. What I asked you to do is trust me. Do you not know by now who I really am? I am the God who split the sea in 2 right down the middle. I am the God who made water flow from dry rock in the desert. I am the God who fed thousands of people with just a few scraps of food, and I am still that same exact God today. I am not asking you to obey me because I want to watch you struggle. I am asking you to obey because I know what is waiting on the other side of your surrender. You have been surviving for long enough. I am calling you to actually live again with purpose and joy. You have been walking around carrying burdens on your shoulders that I never placed there. That is why you are so exhausted all the time. That is why joy feels so far away. But if you would just lay everything down, even the things you have been afraid to say out loud, I will meet you right there in that place. Not with condemnation or judgment, but with healing and restoration. Leave a comment with 777 if you believe that God still restores what has been lost. You think I do not understand the pain you have been going through, but I carried all of it on the cross. Every single heartbreak, every betrayal, every moment when you were overlooked, misunderstood, or used by someone, I took all of it on the cross for you, and still I look at you with complete love. I still say to you, come back to me. There is room for you here with me. I am not just offering you comfort. I am offering you real change, transformation, and freedom. But you have to want it more than the things that are keeping you bound right now. You have to want me more than the addiction. You have to want me more than the relationship I never approved of. You have to want me more than the image you are afraid to lose. You have made idols out of comfort, and you have called it wisdom. But real wisdom begins when you fear me more than you fear being uncomfortable. There is a reason your spirit feels restless and uneasy. It is not anxiety. It is not overthinking. It is my spirit convicting you. That uneasy feeling you get every single time you get close to sin. That is me calling you out. That tightness you feel in your chest. That pause in your step. That stirring when you hear truth being spoken. It is not random. That is me. I am still after you, and I always will be chasing after you. But the longer you run away from me, the harder the road becomes. Not because I am cruel, but because rebellion always leads to consequences that hurt. I will not withhold correction from the ones I love. I will not stay silent when your path is leading toward destruction. Leave a comment with 999 if you trust that God's correction is actually love. You have said to me, God, I just want to feel close to you again. I am telling you exactly how to do that. Repent. Lay everything down before me, not just the things that are easy to let go of, but everything. Repentance is not just a feeling you have. It is a choice you make, a turning around, a decision to walk away from what once numbed the pain and run straight into the arms of truth. There is no shortcut around repentance, but there is glory waiting on the other side of it. You have allowed your faith to become casual, convenient, and conditional. You praise me when you are blessed and things are going well, but you question me when I ask you for obedience. You say you trust me, but only when it does not cost you any comfort. That is not trust. That is you trying to stay in control, and I am asking you to give me more than just your worship songs. I want your will. Let me rebuild you from ground up. Let me break the patterns you have been stuck in for years and years. Let me reshape the way you see yourself, because the enemy has been lying to you for way too long. You are not too far gone to be saved. You are not too damaged to be used. You are not disqualified from my purposes. You are still mine, but this is your last warning, not because I am angry with you. It is because time is running out. It is because I can see things you cannot see. I see the warfare that is lining up against you. I see the trap that is being set, and I am calling you to safety before it is too late. Do not harden your heart this time. Do not wait until your entire life falls apart again before you come running back to me. I want to walk with you daily. I want to be the first voice you hear every morning, not the last voice you run to when everything else has failed. And I know what you are thinking right now. You are thinking, I have messed up too much. I have gone too far. I have ignored him for too long. No, you have not yet, because you are still here reading this. And if you are still here, that means I am still speaking to you. But this is not just a reminder or a suggestion. This is a final warning. If you ignore this one too, your heart will grow colder than it is now. Your ears will go dull, and one day my voice will no longer be able to cut through all the noise, not because I walked away from you, but because you walked away from me. Leave a comment saying amen if you choose to turn back to me while there is still time. I do not need you to impress me with how good you can be. What I need is for you to trust me. I am not moved by your performance or how well you can act. I am moved by your surrender. I did not call you because you were perfect. I called you because I saw your heart before the world broke it into pieces. I called you before people lied about you, before they left you, before the trauma buried you in silence and pain. I still remember who you really are deep down inside, and I am calling that person out right now. You were born to carry light into dark places, to walk in truth, to bring hope into places where hope has died. But that is exactly why the battle against you has been so strong. That is why hell has fought against you since the very beginning, because you carry something inside of you that the enemy cannot steal unless you hand it over to him. And every time you compromise, every time you numb yourself with sin, every time you justify your rebellion, you give him a piece of what I gave you to protect. But you can take it all back right now with one word, one decision, one moment of surrender. My grace has not run out, but do not wait until grace is the only thing you are begging for. Choose it now while it is still flowing freely. Leave a comment with 1717 if you know that the time to obey is right now. You have been distracted by too much. Too many social media voices, cultural trends, empty routines, shallow religion. You have confused being busy with being faithful. But I am not looking for busyness. What I am looking for is brokenness, humility, and honesty. a heart that says, God, I do not have it all together, but I am still yours no matter what. That is what I want from you. Not your image that you show everyone, not your words, not your performance. I want your heart, and I will keep reaching for it until you either open it up to me or close it completely. And I am saying this with trembling urgency. If you close your heart again, you may not hear this voice the same way ever again. I do not want to lose you because of your delay. Do you remember when your spirit felt truly alive, when you could feel my presence in the quiet moments, when tears came during worship, not because of pain, but because you were filled with awe at who I am? I want to bring you back to that place, and I can do it, but you have to return to me. You have to tear down every idol that took my place in your heart. You have to renounce every lie that told you that you were not worth saving. You have to believe again. Leave a comment with 222 if you are ready to feel God's presence. Again, I have waited through all your silence. I have stayed with you through all your wandering. But now I am calling you to come home, and this time I need your whole yes. I want you to burn with passion again, to hunger for me again, to pray with boldness again, to dream in my spirit again. You used to believe for more. You used to speak with faith. You used to stand strong, and I am calling that version of you back, but this time stronger, wiser, and deeper than before. I have already forgiven what you keep punishing yourself for. I have already erased the stain that you keep looking at. But it is you who keeps returning to the guilt. It is you who keeps opening up old wounds. Let it go. I do not hold it over you. So why do you keep reliving what I already redeemed? This is a holy moment you are in right now. This is the kind of moment that shifts entire generations. What you choose today does not just impact your own life. It impacts the lives that are coming after you. There are curses I am ready to break off your family line, but I need your obedience to do it. There are blessings I have reserved specifically for your name, but they are locked behind doors you keep refusing to walk through, and do not think for even a second that your obedience does not matter. It matters more than you could ever know. This was never just about you. It never was. That is why the pressure has been so heavy, because you were created to carry something eternal, something that was breathed from heaven, and the enemy would love nothing more than for you to forfeit it all out of distraction, fear, or laziness. But that is not how your story ends. You are called. You are marked. You are seen. You are still wanted by me, and I am not asking for tomorrow. I am asking for today, right now in this moment. Your yes, your surrender, your heart before you make your next decision, before the next compromise happens, before the enemy distracts you again. Say yes, come back to me. Open your heart before it hardens again. Do you not see it yet? All the noise, all the chaos, all the conflict around you, it is not random or accidental. It has been designed to wear you down before you finally wake up. Because when you finally open your eyes and surrender completely, everything changes. Strongholds break apart, cycles end, entire generations get healed, and that reality scares the enemy, so he lies to you. He tells you that you are not ready, that you have missed too much, that you will never change. But that voice is not me speaking. I would never lead you by fear. I correct you because I love you. I call you out because you matter to me. And I am calling you out right now before you fall deeper into what I already freed you from. You do not have to keep repeating the same old patterns. You do not have to live in regret anymore. You do not have to settle for half-truths and spiritual numbness. There is so much more available. Leave a comment with 333 if you are ready to break the cycle once and for all. You have been holding on tightly to something that has been poisoning your spirit. You know it deep down. You have felt it. You have tried to pretend it was not affecting you, but deep down it has been draining you, stealing your peace, killing your hunger for my presence. And I am not saying this to shame you or make you feel bad. I am saying it to set you free, because you cannot be healed from what you refuse to bring into the light. You have asked me to bless your future, but your hands are still completely full of yesterday. Let it go. That door closed for a reason. That chapter ended on purpose. Stop rereading what I already told you to release. You cannot embrace what is next while you are still clinging to what is gone.